Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time, I welcome you. I hope that this message may resonate with you. If not, feel free to look on the other videos. Maybe something else will speak to you. If you're a returning subscriber, my family, my soul tribe, my brothers, my sisters, my friends, I am so honored to have you in my life. I've expressed that before, and it truly is a blessing. It's a blessing, and it's even more purposeful, when we can connect on this level. When we can vibe on this level. So thank you so very much for your continued support, and for all the new subscribers, new family members, welcome and thank you. And again, for everyone who donate to the channel energetically, monetarily, liking, sharing, I thank you so very much, and much blessings to you, sending you love and light wherever you are. So what I'm getting, Scorpio, for you, for us, is new levels, new devils. I think I touched on this in another reading before, that we go through things in life to learn from our mistakes. We may say it's karmic. We meet certain people who came into our life and they taught us certain things. Some of us, we're still going around in that same toxic cycle, even though people show us their true colors, that they truly are not for you. They are against you. They're against us. We still continue to give them chance over and over again. And sometimes when we finally do release those toxic people or person, we are so damaged. We are bitter. We are broken. For those of you who are going through this right now, Spirit is saying, open your eyes. Even if you have a kind heart, even if you are a Christ believer, follower, it doesn't mean that you should be a doormat for anybody. Nothing is wrong with you standing up and speaking up for yourself. This is for your health, your safety, your mental health. This is your everything. If you don't fight for you, who else will? Spirit is saying, when are you going to learn the lessons? When is enough going to be enough? You're in this relationship where this female or this male is cheating, disrespecting you, doing all the things that are against your core morals and moral and value, but yet still you're tolerating this kind of behavior. You're in a work environment where you're not appreciated, you're burnout, you're frustrated. Backstabbing, gossiping. You're in friendship connection, whether it's with your homeboy or, you think your BFF. And these people continuously show you. You see the signs that they are not for you, but you're still forcing the issue. Some of you are in marriages that are one-sided, toxic, again, cheating, disrespectful. Two cannot walk unless they agree. Now, if you agree to let this thing work, but you have some issues, then get some help to get this show back on the road. But as long as one person is not willing to put in the work, one hand cannot clap, guys. One hand cannot clap. And I'm not being insensitive to anybody with any disability, but I'm just showing you a reference here. You need to have, both people need to be on board. Whatever the relationship is, whether it's career, romantic, platonic, it needs to be going in the same direction. Ship means it's moving. There is a goal. You're going somewhere. You're moving. Ship. But when people continuously sabotage, they're playing mind games. It's like, for how long? For how long are you going to stand up and say enough is enough? I'm going to fight for myself. Since you won't fight for me, I'm going to fight for myself. The Two of Cups. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to pour into myself. Because Two of Cups, this should be a relationship where we are giving to each other. A loving, a fair and balanced relationship. And I'm not being fulfilled. So I need to pour this into myself. I need to pour this back into myself. Yeah, at the back of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. I need to work on myself. I need to choose me. I need to focus on my path. Because sometimes being too kind, too good, it doesn't pay. And I'm not saying be cold, be ruthless. I'm just saying speak up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Fight for yourself for once. Choose you for once. So when you leave one toxic connection, sometimes you meet somebody else. It's the same like energy. It's the same spirit. Because sometimes we have not learned our lesson. And I'm not telling you anything that I've not gone through. It takes us a long time for some of us to warm up to people. And that's me. Trust is very important. And then when I trust somebody enough to call you girlfriend, just in time to see that you're just a fake and a phony. Being in a marriage that I thought, I'm jumping in, I'm gonna do what I have to do, let's work, let's build. And then this other person is just sitting on the sideline, like you're just waiting on me to pass out so you can move on with your life. No, I had to say enough is enough. So I'm not telling you anything that I'm not going through or haven't dealt with. So after meeting a few people on this journey who taught me a lot of lessons, I've gone through a lot of betrayal, hurt, deceptive behaviors from people who I thought would be there, should be there for me. My God, I give so much. I do so much to help you. I give you a roof. I give you food. And in the end, it's like you came against me. Join up with people that I know to take me out. Let me tell you, So now that I've learned so much, nobody can tell me to settle. Nobody can tell me what is right for me, because I've been there, done that. If my tears could have been contained in a jar to show as a trophy, as to see, this is how much tears I cried. If I could show my heart to say, this is how much it has been damaged and broken, then people may say, yeah, we can see with that. But because people can't see certain things, then they think, oh, you should just, just swing the door wide open and allow people to manipulate you. No, I believe that when you go through certain things, it's for us to learn, so that when we get to other levels, as a matter of fact, those toxic connections that you've had in the past or that you're going through right now, if you really learn your lesson, they should prepare you for the person or the people who you want to meet ahead. Because now you know what you will not tolerate and what you will tolerate with. So it should actually be a guide. It's not a L, it's a lesson. Learn it, pass the exam, move on to the next level. But know that as you get to the next level, there is going to be another devil. And remember, you don't even have to know these people for somebody to come against you. Just your energy, just your vibe. They don't like you. But again, I'm sure in that book that you have called His Story, the things that you've gone through, you will realize that this new devil that you're meeting have certain characteristic to someone you have met in the past. Yeah. You will realize that whatever it is, you have learned your lesson. You have learned your lesson. So Spirit is saying new levels, new devils. Be mindful of this. Because as we're growing, going through this life, you're gonna come upon new obstacles, new people who are positive, helpful. The Bible said, by the fruit you shall know them. And of course, people can fake stuff for a little while, but at some point they will slip up. Yeah, the Hierophant. You've learned your lesson. You're a teacher now. You're a leader now. Spirit is saying you can celebrate the Four of Wands because you have learned a lot of lessons. See the Hierophant, if you can see the card, hopefully. But there, it's like in a classroom teaching. There's the board behind with what look like math problems. So life taught you a lot of lessons when it came to especially the matters of the heart, the cups, the emotions. How sometimes you gave your heart too freely to people who truly don't deserve you, who weren't supposed to be in your life in the first place. And now Spirit is saying you have learned. You know, like they said, experience is the best teacher. Yeah, so now you can actually teach others. You can have your own channel. You can have your book. You can motivate. You can inspire other people. You have influence over other people. You have been tested and tried. Cups, that is us, our emotions, our feelings. Spirit is saying, be careful with the emotions when you go on to new levels, because you're going to come upon new devils. And you need to make sure that you use your intuition as your compass. Don't allow anybody to force you to tell you, oh no, he's a good guy. Oh no, she's a very nice girl. No, follow what is Spirit telling you. What is your intuition telling you? What are the signs? What are the nudges? Sometimes we need to close our eyes and listen. Listen. Because when we look at people on the outside, wow, the lovers. When we look on people on the outside, they can be very deceptive. 7 of Cups. They can show you different sides of them. But who is the real person? Spirit is saying, don't be foolish. The devil is not as ugly as we think. Because if he was, or come in the spirit of a female, if he or she was ugly, then you wouldn't be attracted to them in the first place. So this is why sometimes we need to close our eyes, listen with our heart, our mind. What is our intuition telling us about people? And it doesn't matter who, what, action also should be taken into consideration, because actions speak louder than words. Look at people. Are they consistent? Or are they just doing this to pretty much get you caught up, and then once they get you where they want you, then they switch, bait and switch, right? Then they switch. Spirit is saying no. You want the real deal. You want people who will celebrate you, the 4 of Wands. You want stability in your life. It's like you've had enough of the drama, the foolishness. You need the 10 of Pentacles. People who are stable, loyal, grounded in your life. Not this 7 of Cups. They're very moody. It's like they're emotionally unstable, emotionally unavailable. They're wearing masks. They can be this way for one person, that way for another person. Two different personalities, 7 different personalities. Spirit is saying you're done with that. You need people who are going to come to you on the same level. Too many. You need people who are going to come to you, romantic or platonic, where you're vibrating at the same level, guys. See, so 7 of Swords, no more sneaky behaviors. A lot of you, a lot of us, we have dealt with a lot of people who were very sneaky in the past. And again, for whatever career, job, field you're going into, you may come against or come up, face some more people. Again, new levels, new devils, new people who want to play games with you. That came right under Lovers. You know, people who said they love you with their mouth, but in their heart, they're trying to see how they can take from you. How they can trick you, play mind games with you. Yeah, Two of Wands, people who are planning their next move. Page of Pentacles is like how to take your money, how to take from you. Spirit is saying no more of that. Nine of Swords in the reverse. No more sleepless nights. Spirit is saying learn your lesson. Learn your lesson. Six of Cups. Learn your lessons. Get into connections or relationships with people who are, who will give you fairly. For a lot of you, some of these people, the Six of Cups in your past, these are people who weren't giving to you. These are the people who hurt you the most. And because of that, Spirit, God wants to give you a brand new start with this Ace of Wands. A brand new creative start. For you to step into your purpose, your calling. Put back passion into your life. Again, new relationships, new connections as well. And this is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, this is the truth. You have received clarity on the people, places, and things in your life. Wow. Coming up next, the Devil. New level, new devil. So again, new Ace of Wands. Creative spark, brand new idea. This is what you're gonna get. This tells me the Potter wants to put you back together again. Give you a new word, a new message to speak, to communicate the truth, the wisdom, the things that you have learned, that you've experienced. But just be mindful that the devil, the enemy will be using people. Again, when God wants to bless you, he uses people. When the enemy wants to come in your life to kill, steal, and destroy, he uses people as well. So this tells me that a lot of discernment is like get out of your heart, get into your head. See people for who they are. Think logically. You have clarity. Think clearly. Wow. That's awesome. This is not the time to be in two minds, Two of Swords. To not know where to go. When you get to that new level, don't form a fool of yourself, basically. Especially when you know the truth. Sword is the truth. Clarity. Speak up. Don't let anybody tell you, force you to be comfortable with anybody who you have some form of hunch. Don't force yourself to be in any connection or relationship with anybody who you know they're lying. They're not playing fair. Yeah, Six of Wands. This is your time. This is your time to be recognized and rewarded for everything that you have gone through. Nothing that you've gone through will be wasted. Nothing. Every little thing that you went through at the end of the day will be used to encourage somebody, to inspire somebody for your growth, for wisdom, for where you are going. And because you learned your lessons, you are better because of those people. And they all had a part in the plan. Judas had a part in Jesus going to the cross. It's all a part of the plan. Some of these people may end up being in your book. All because if it wasn't for them, you would not step into your purpose. You would not step into your calling. Yes, you've been beaten, battered, and torn, but you're still here by the grace of God. You're still here. Spirit is balancing this out. Temperance. Yeah. Alchemizing this thing. Causing all things to work together for your good. Against all odds. People thought you wouldn't make it, but you are still here. This is by the grace of God. The things that were supposed to kill you, they made you stronger. You know, you just need to learn the lesson, because Spirit wants to send new people, new connection into your life. With the 3 of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to go out strong, to end strong, by closing out the cycle with the world. You don't have to finish the way you start. It's not how you start. It is how the story ends. You may have had a slow start, a bleak start. For a lot of you, a lot of us, we are late bloomers. But if you'd see what is happening now, the shift, the first is now the last, and the last is now moving up front. All the people before who thought they were all that, look back at people from your school that you graduated together. People, when you were growing up, they look beautiful or handsome. Maybe we were the ugly duckling. Now you see the script is flipped. The real McCoys we are coming forward. The chosen ones are stepping up to the forefront. It is your time. It is my time. It is our time to shine. Yes, the Fool. It is our time to shine, to take a risk. It is our time. And at the back of the deck is the 7 of Wands. This means you're all in or none at all. This means you're standing your ground. This means you have boundaries. Don't continue to allow the same abuse, toxicity, negativity, the things we listen to, the people we listen to. If they are not vibing with you, then leave them alone. For where you are going on your new level, you need people to encourage you, to keep you going, to motivate you. Nobody. Is like at this point in life, for those of you who have gone through this and you've learned your lesson, at this point, you have zero tolerance for the nonsense. I mean, there are other choices of words, but the nonsense. No time for the nonsense, right? And for those of you, you're new on this journey and you're still in between two worlds. What should I do? What if this person leave me? What am I gonna do? What I did, I trusted God as the Fool. I took a chance on myself with God. Walking through the valley of the shadow of death, fearing no evil. Why? Because I know that God is with me. I know that He's with me. His rod and His staff. Rod. Every now and again when I slip up, He had to tap me. Get back in line. With His staff, when I get wandering, He used it to guide me back on the path. He comforted me. He comforted me. And you know what? For all the relationships, romantic and platonic, that I've tolerated, now looking back, I know that, yes, all things work together for good. But if I had it my way to say, I would say I stayed there too long. I wish I had done this years ago, sooner. Because now, having the peace that passeth all understanding, now not having to worry about anyone, anything, what they're doing, who they're doing, what they're saying behind my back. I mean, that alone is a huge blessing, guys. Huge blessings. Save yourself. You may think that you're going to be alone, but no, you have the best. You plus God, many. It takes a special person to be able to walk alone in the flesh. But of course, we know in the spiritual, we have an army. Greater is he that is with us than those who are in the world. Those in the world, most of them, they left you, walked away from you because they wanted more people in their life. When in fact, they needed God. They need the divine in their life. And so when you decide to close these chapters of the past, this is you taking a leap of faith with God, trusting that the divine will catch you, and he will. He will. You won't regret this. I know. And so far, I have not heard anybody said that they regret it either. People are walking in their purpose.